the 18th of March is World Sleep Day. Now, World Sleep Day is actually an initiative by the World Association of Sleep Medicine, which is an international body covering all the countries in the world. And what is the aim? The aim is basically to improve the awareness of sleep-related disorders amongst the public. So, as an initiative, we in Hyderabad, as a representative of World Association of Sleep Medicine, are coming forward through media to talk about all the disorders that are associated with sleep. And among these, the most important disorder is obstructive sleep apnea. Now, obstructive sleep apnea, as the name suggests, is a condition that affects somebody in their sleep. So when you see the person when he's awake, you will see that the person is absolutely normal. But when he's asleep, his lungs are telling him to breathe, but his air is not going through the nose and also mouth. So that causes an oxygenation in the body to go down. And once that goes down, the amount of carbon dioxide doesn't come out. This results in all the side effects that come because of obstructive sleep apnea, namely inattentiveness, irritability, lack of judgment, and memory loss, and these kinds of issues. And the second important thing is when they wake up in the morning, they don't feel refreshed, they feel tired, they feel like sleeping all the time, but the irony is the moment they sleep, they're not getting quality of sleep. So this keeps on going and going and going and causes lots of problems, to the extent that 90% of early morning sudden cardiac arrests, that means heart attacks, are because of this condition. 90% of brain strokes are because of this condition. So the awareness has to be brought about in the public, and people whose relatives, aunts, uncles, grandfathers, husbands, wives, kids have this particular problem, they have to meet their nearest doctor to get this evaluated and seek treatment for it. The awareness in our medical fraternity of this particular condition itself is not great. So in order to improve that, we are doing a continuous medical education program this weekend on the 20th, wherein we are going to bring in all the specialists under one roof and discuss and debate about this matter and improve the awareness amongst our doctors as well. Through y'all, through print media, through media, we probably will shortly announce a screening program for obstructive sleep apnea, wherein we will screen a lot of people for this particular condition and identify the people. That's the only way it is. One is through media, two is we ourselves conduct small camps. We go and talk in companies about this particular disease, run a lot of these kind of talks in all the multinational companies, as well as companies that are associated with people who work in shifts, especially night shift, day shift. That's what we do. It is a lifestyle disease. We have to improve the awareness in public, number one. Number two, they have to maintain their weight. See, three most important things. You should have good sleep, good diet, good exercise to have healthy living. If you have these three goods, your life will be very comfortable. Any one of them not being there will result in poor life and poor quality of life. They should improve their quality of life. For example, drinking alcohol late night, eating spicy food in the middle of the night and immediately going to sleep. All these are poor, very bad sleep hygienes. It's not good for the body. See, the human being is more than 10,000 years old. But body has not changed in all these years. But the environment and the situations we are putting ourselves into have changed drastically in the last 50 years and more so in the last 20-30 years. So human body cannot cope up with these kind of changes that we are putting ourselves through. So it is important to maintain these three basic things: good sleep, good diet, good exercise. What they should do is when they come home in the morning, they should make an environment in the room so conducive for them to sleep. Number two, if there is some noise going on around or some child crying, obviously they can't. If they have to, another big problem for people who work in the nights is they have to do all their works in the morning, paying bills, doing their mobile charging, they have to visit people, all of them happen in the morning. So it is very important that you should have a minimum period of about 8 hours that you have to sleep in the morning. Eat food, give 3 hours of break, and have good sleep. That is very important because we can't change their job profile.